Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hello, this is Chris Adams. I'm here at work again early because I just wake up early every day. And I actually took care of business. There's a thing I had to do for Ismo. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's this Finnish comic. Came out of Finland, obviously. And I had to do a real quick edit on his flyer for his social media. Anyways, a little business for me. I am going to be... This Friday, I will be at Baybridge. Whoa, can't talk already. Wow, too early. Baybridge Brewing in Chula Vista. That's at 8. So if anyone's in the San Diego area, please come out and see me. I am very funny, and it's going to be very fun, actually. And then next weekend, I will be at the Brea Improv Sunday, June 9th. That's at 7 p.m. And if you go to brea.improv.com, use the promo code Rivera, you can get free tickets for that show. So that's coming up in Sunday, not this Sunday, but the next Sunday, I'll be at the Brea Improv. So go to breaimprov.com and get tickets, promo code Rivera, and you can go and watch me and the hilarious Eric Rivera, who just did his HBO half hour. All right, so last night I went out with some friends to a restaurant, and we had a really good time. I actually talked about a lot of interesting things with my friends. I didn't realize that I have weird random knowledge. I was talking about Chernobyl and how cheap house prices are in Chernobyl. You know, because I was looking it up, because I remember watching this documentary, and it was a really great documentary. It was called The Babushkas of Chernobyl. Now, these are people that never left Chernobyl. They left for like a month, and then they came right back, you know, and they're fine. Like, they die of old age, and their biggest complaint is they don't have a job. It has no, the radiation isn't even a thing. I mean, if you measure their little area, it technically says it's radiated everywhere, but they eat the food, they're there. You can go on a tourism journey to Chernobyl if you want, you know, and they just say, hey, you know, be careful, but you'll probably be fine. Didn't know about all this until I watched this documentary. But, so anyway, I ended up talking about house prices, and right now there's actually a government program for Sicily where you can, I think my coworker told me it was around $5,000 out the door, but you can own a house in Sicily. The only catch is you have to fix it up, you know? So if you want to have a home in Sicily, $5,000. You just got to fix it up within 3 years, you know? And so I'm thinking about all this stuff, and I'm thinking there's so many ways to get out of any situation that you're in. And I think the main thing that keeps people in bad situations is fear. You know, that's the number one thing. I mean, I sometimes I feel trapped in LA because I work in entertainment, and I don't make enough to quite move outside of the city. But I also don't make enough to stay in a good place in the city sometimes, you know? But I'm also at the beginning of my career where I'm just starting to make money doing what I love. And, crime and entertainment don't pay unless you're on the top in both cases. Crime and entertainment. Hey, Moranzio's watching. Someone that I used to try and help out editing, and then I couldn't work with because you're all over the place. Love the guy, but you're impossible to work with. Good dude, but I can't work with you. And I'm also way too busy working for Fluffy and Joe Coy and everybody over here. But good dude. Moranzio Vance is a hilarious comic. So yeah, so I met some new people last night, which is very difficult to do as an adult, I would say. You know, because as an adult, you kind of have your friends, and met a nice, at least it ain't below zero for 3 weeks in LA. You're right. I don't know where you are, Bart, but yes, LA is, if you're going to be trapped in any place, I think LA is a better place to be trapped in because at least the weather is nice. You know, you just have to dodge the crazy homeless people, which I've gotten used to, actually. Here's the trick to dealing with crazy homeless people. If you don't see them, they don't exist. No, they do exist, but they tend to be in their own weird world. I was walking past this lady this morning, actually, who was yelling at I don't know who. Maybe she's yelling at someone in another dimension. I don't know. But she was yelling at somebody. And she was like, don't tell me what to do. You don't want this. And I'm like, no, I don't want that because you're gross. And I'm sure that whoever you're yelling at, she was a woman, so she was yelling at someone like, I can do better than you. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't know if you can do better than the imaginary person you're yelling at, but at least someone wants you, Maybe there's someone in another dimension. I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, I went last night to a Thai restaurant because I love Thai food, and there's this awesome spot right next to my apartment. And again, I forgot how much random information is in my head all the time. Like, I read and look up things constantly. That's just what I do. And and as I was talking about this information, I'm like, oh, you can get a house in Sicily. Oh, you can get a house in Chernobyl. Oh, there's like so many cheap options for places. And I'm thinking in my head, like, is there a way that I can make money without having to live in Los Angeles, where you can, for the money I'm paying in LA for this studio, I could probably live way nicer somewhere else. Is there a way out? There is, if I wanted it. But a part of me kind of likes the city. My family's here. I have all my friends here. Yeah, my family's like in Orange County, so I grew up there. And, I think there's a way to make a living here, and you don't have to... Oh, Zachary, hey, what's up? You don't have to... Well, I can't believe how many people are up right now. This is way too early for anyone to be up. I'm surprised I'm up. I'm just up because I am... Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Zach, I always look forward to... Zach just said, glad it caught me. I always look forward to hearing from you because you are someone that we think alike, which is good. But anyway, this is a crazy city, but unfortunately in LA, I just have too many roots here because I'm from Southern California, and I'm born and raised, and a lot of my friends are here, and some of the great there's a lot of great people actually from LA. The people that are outside from other places, they can be good, but a lot of times they're it's 50-50. Like, sometimes they're awesome, and sometimes they come here and become everything stereotypically bad about LA. A lot of that happens a lot. I don't know why that is, but usually people from the city, or at least from Southern California, they seem to be more down to earth and genuine because we're from here. We're used to the BS of traffic and crazy people and just dealing with the hustle and bustle of trying to live here. I happen to be more laid back than most, though, I think because, not just because I'm from California, but because I think my approach to life, I've seen so much life early on that I don't get stressed out by little stupid things, basically. Hey, Eric is watching. I will be with him Sunday at the Brea Improv. You can get tickets at brea.improv.com and promo code Rivera. It's going to be awesome. Bart, you lived in the OC from 66 to 69. Shout out to Yorba Linda. I have a great friend. Yeah, Eric, I'm always going to promote the show. I've been doing this every day as much as I can because, oh, crap. I'll get that to you today. Sorry, yesterday was crazy where I had to deal with promoting other comics that they're funny. Anyway, I'll get that to you today, Eric. Sorry about that. Yorba Linda, I have a really cool friend from Yorba Linda who I worked with at a coffee shop, and for a long time we worked together, and she now works at, I don't know what management company, but anyway, yeah, people from, maybe that's why I got along with you, Bart, because you're basically a local, and then we Bart and I did a terrible movie in Denver, and I will talk about it because I'm just being honest. It's too early to hide things. This movie was the movie seemed like on paper it seemed cool, but just the experience of actually doing the movie was quite awful. It was cold. Thanks, Eric. It was cold, it was miserable, and the camera crew were a bunch of entitled douchebags from New York. Not everyone from New York is like that. Most people from New York are pretty cool. It's just these people were like, thought they're God's gift to filmmaking. And I'm like, dude, you live in New York. You know, I thought most people are honest, but you guys are just being douchebags about everything. Oh yeah, it was below zero for 3 weeks in Denver. I don't know if I could live there. That and I don't know. I mean, everyone's high on weed now, and now they just legalized mushrooms, which is very interesting. I don't do any more drugs anymore. I stopped everything. So I don't know. There'd be no reason for me to go to Denver other than I hear the comedy is amazing there. Oh, they're a bunch of 20-year-olds. Yeah, that's a problem. Like, you know what's funny? Weed was cool when it was illegal, and now that it's legal, I find it really annoying. You know, that anyone can do it. It's like, I don't even want to do it anymore. You know, like, and also it got way more expensive. Luckily, I quit doing all that, but it got so much more expensive when it became legal because of the taxes. Like, there were $30 worth of taxes just on top of my weed, and I'm like, man, I'd rather buy it in a parking lot. You know, I missed those days. Yeah, it was less potent, but you know, you didn't have like it was like 30 or 35 bucks of taxes on top, and you know, I'm not a fan. Like, I pay my taxes, but I don't like paying more than I have to, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, so I met these new people last night, and we had a good conversation. These are people that my friend, one of my best friends, who I went to his wedding. I love how each comment I post changes your thought. Thank you, yeah, my thought, THOT, by the way. Well, Bart, you gotta understand, my brain is always going at a high, like, rate of speed. I just, you know, it's just again, look at, I stumble over my words as I say that. No way. But I usually try to. I don't know. I had a point. I was going to talk about friends, and then you're right. You're changing my momentum. But my point is, I met some new friends, and it's going to keep me in the city a little longer because I realized that without friends, yeah, thanks, Bart. Without friends and people that are important in your life, I mean, what is the point? You know, and relationships are important, but friendships that help keep you going through the relationships, because relationships, it does take. What are they? There was some great quote about that where obviously most relationships fail because it only takes one good one, you know, and then when you find that good one, that's when things will work out. But you have to go through bad relationships to find what good relationships are. And I think friends are very similar, where I've been through, when I was younger, I made a lot of friends that were terrible for me, that didn't help me in life or encouraged me to do things that were very immature, especially in my 20s, and also things that I really regret doing. Like, oh man, I have some stories. Actually, I'll just talk about it on stage, but some crazy stories where cops were involved, a fire hydrant was ran into. You know, I wasn't driving, but there was alcohol in the car. Let's just say this dude was an idiot, and I was an idiot for letting him use my car because I thought, oh, this guy's sober. I'm drunk. I'm not going to drive. And then that guy just was an idiot, didn't know how to drive, and hit a fire hydrant, and then ran. As soon as he ran, I stayed, and I got in trouble. You know? So it's important to find the good people in life, and the way to do that is you basically gotta, meet just new people and just hang out with them and discover what the value systems. That's all. All right. It is almost 8:30. I should get back to work, but I thank everyone for listening. Oh yeah, I mean the Dodgers lost yesterday, which I was bummed about, but they won the day before. Can't win them all, and we have the best record in the NL West. So, whatever. It is what it is. And we faced DeGrom and we won, so who cares? We beat their best pitcher, and our best pitcher won. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. I was rambling for way too long about too many things, too much coffee too early in the morning. But please come out to the Brea Improv. That's brea.improv.com, June 9th. That's going to be, and if you use the promo code Rivera, you can get some complimentary tickets. So thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful Wednesday.